What's up, everyone? It's your boy Circus. I'm back, man. I was a little bit under the weather, so I'm starting back up. I've been sick, so getting over it, but I'm back. So let's talk about one of the best shows that I've seen. I keep saying it. I'm gonna stand on it. Task is so good. Episode 5. I mean, it's all starting to unfold. I know it's only 7 episodes. I wish it could keep going, but I know the story has to end. But this one is. You get to see that the end. HBO did what I thought they wouldn't do, and they did it anyway. So let's just get right to it. So Sir Crispin Cole, yet again, Mr. Perfect Everything Grasso, is the rat. One of the rats. I think there's another one, and I think that, but they kind of setting it up where McGinty, which is their boss, which is Brandis's boss. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I think they're trying to make it look like that, and it's really not her. It's just something else. I don't know. But we got him, so he's been dealing with dark hearts. So all the other people that you thought it was, we got the main guy. Now, let me talk about old Detective Grasso. If you get caught with this, not only did Cliff and all that die, and you may have been involved in what's Robbie's brother's murder too. So you're going to have conspiracy to commit murder. You're going to have tampering with evidence. You're going to have falsifying documents. I mean, didn't he tamper with evidence with the phone? And there's a certain when he actually set the whole thing up, and they were supposed to. And what is the wife's name? What is her name? Is it Shelley? The wife of the other guy that tried to rob Cliff for the stuff. When she said, I'm a good person, and she freaking, I fell for her, bro. She's like, I got to get out of here too. We all got to get out of here. So, and then Maeve, Maeve is good on the fly. She is just, in this episode, she's just good on the fly. Like, even when Perry comes in, so I'm going all over the place. So let me go back a little bit to Mr. Detective Grasso. So you're getting conspiracy to commit murder, tampering with evidence. I mean, accessory to murder as well, because now you're involved in that. You're the rat in there. You broke the basically code of conduct for law enforcement, police officers and stuff like that. You see how the judge is going to look at this for you? So he's going to max you out on everything. Like you probably be better off not making out of this, because yet again, he is the villain, Sir Crispin Cole. He's just going to naturally always be the villain. It sucks. Now he has his very punchable face. Yeah. So we got all that. So like, we get the thing with Robbie and what is it? What's her name? Aaron? Is it Aaron? Yeah. Which is Jason's wife that was having an affair with Robbie's brother. And that's when they kind of found that out. And then Jason, we don't even know the full extent of that either. Still a little vague. I think there's a lot of other stuff that's going on, but we only got 2 episodes left, so they got to wrap it up. I do appreciate how long the episodes are, and they do fill them out the way they should. So, yeah, Perry, old sneaky Perry goes and talks to Maeve, figures some stuff out, sees the stuff on there, sees Cliff. We're like, why didn't you remove all these pictures, people? Like, you got to cover tracks a little bit more, Robbie. But Robbie's out there. He's got to make this deal with the Dominicans. Now the Dominicans are back involved. They're trying to play chess as well. So they snitching, and then they trying to eventually, maybe they'll just all like disappear and we get the product just free and clear. Whatever. So I don't, with the Dominicans stuff, I know they have to be in there as part of their gang and everything, but it's just not, that's one problem I have with this. I want to see more from them and like more of their involvement. And that's why you could have probably made this 2 seasons, 2, maybe 3, if you wanted to go that route, expand it a little bit more. But I get it. I know it's going to end off perfectly. So we got this whole thing where Tom Brandis finally says, "Oh, forget this, man. I'm just going to go talk to this dude and snoop around." So he goes to the house, and this scene is so funny with him and Robbie. Like, I love the two of them on screen. I hope they're in more films together because they got a chemistry, bro. The two of them got a chemistry. Mark Ruffalo and what's it, Tom Pelfrey, because he was in Banshee, right? But yeah, so he goes to the house. I know I'm missing some stuff because this episode, it's going fast. It's going fast. It seems slow, but there's a lot of stuff going on. So, oh yeah, before that though, so we got Robbie meets up with Erin, which is Jason's wife, whatever. That's trying to, I mean, we're getting back at him, getting back at the. It's not really. I don't think it's really towards Jason himself. She's scared of him. And she wants to leave. She wants to leave this life and get out of it. Start a new life with her kids. That's still her husband. So, in a way, I think she's trying to get them the money. Like, hey, take us with you too, kind of thing. We can all disappear together. You know what I mean? But he's still. You can tell he still loves her. If you do something like that to another person, whether good or bad, and it was very, very, very bad, very tragic. But he loves her, and that's the mother of his children. So Perry puts the tracking device on there when he's meeting with the people, and we're all wondering why. Now that we know he's a snitch, like, why aren't they getting texts? Because they go phone silent whenever they're driving, so they can't be tracked or anything. That's why everybody's using flip phones, and people are like, why are they using flip phones? Flip phones still do exist, and people still use them for stuff like this. I used to work for AT&T a couple years. Oh, I shouldn't say any names. I used to work for a mobile company a long time ago, and people would get flip phones all the time, prepaid flip phones all the time. Some people are like, I don't like the internet or anything like that. I just want a basic phone that makes calls. They still have them. You can get flip phones. Flip phones aren't going to go away for a while. Yeah, so we saw why, because they went dark. So we know that he's texting them, and they're not getting it. So they're setting up this whole drop. And then we got, back to Perry. So Perry finds out that it's obviously Erin. So he's going to confront her again. He's like, I know he was lying. I think he was just going to like rough her up a little bit, not even rough her up, because the way he grabbed her, I think he was just going to take her back to the car and be like, look, I gave you a way out. This is what I can do. I can take you out right here and nobody will know. Or you can leave, disappear with these damn kids like I told you the first time. I got to fix all this stuff. So then I can probably kind of blame it on you and you'll be gone. And I'll be like, I found it out. I think that's kind of what he was doing, but there's so much pressure on him because the mother company of the Dark Hearts wants Jason gone. They want him excommunicado, 6 feet under, regardless. And they're basically putting pressure on Perry too. Like, if you don't get that product back, you're next. So he's trying to save his life too. And she gets in the water. It was the slowest swim between two people. I get it. You got all your clothes on. I get it. But winds up, literally killing her by accident. What did you think when you were holding her head underwater, dude? Come on. And then he's all like that. So he just drags the body off. You got people up there that couldn't hear because they always got the music. You can't hear people yelling. Even though I'm having a campfire and I'm doing music, I'm not blasting it in the woods. All right. I'm not blasting in the woods like that. Like, I'm not bringing music to the woods when I'm out there. Like, it's part of nature, but whatever. They were young. But anyway, we get that. So then Tom goes to, and I think he kind of has a feeling because he already knows. Somebody already said there's a rat like directly in the crew somewhere. It's one of them. But I do like Aaliyah. I think that after this case, they need to promote her into the FBI because right now, what is she? She's just like a regular police officer, right? Because Grasso's a detective. What's the name of the state trooper? What's her name? Lizzie. She's a state trooper. And Aaliyah's is she a detective too? Because she's really good at her job. She definitely gonna get all types of promotions. She's definitely she's FBI material. Definitely. She'll move up. But so He gets to the party, goes there, and then Grasso's trying to tell him not to go because, like, the whole plan. And that you find out that he's talking to Robbie underneath the bridge. So who knows how long they've been together in this. So I don't know if Perry even knows that it's like everybody is doing their own thing inside the one thing. So a lot of people got some skeletons in the closet. So he goes there, tries the whole, I'm just special agent so-and-so, and Robbie's like, dog, I already know where this is going. So he comes up and he gets him. He's like, dude, you coming with me, right? He was like, you're kidnapping a federal agent. And their whole back and forth in the car together when they open up to each other was amazing. You could see when he went from not an agent or a former priest to a father talking to another father. And he keeps telling him, he gives him the bird thing. And it's just funny. The part with the basketball was like, what you got in the bag? He was like, basketballs. Come on, dude. You know what's in the bag, dude. You know what's in this bag, man. But their relationship actually formed. And I really thought, I was like, don't do it, Robbie, when he took him to the woods. And I was like, wait, why? He probably knows his woods more than anybody. And that's going to come up later in this conversation that I'm having. So they go into the woods, and then he's calling the other Grasso's trying to cover his tracks, calling the other people. We got to go find him, because if he gets his hands, you got to think. That's why Perry and all them are going to go get him, because they got the ping. They know where he's at, obviously because of Grasso. But now they've turned their phones off. So now there's pressure on Perry because he doesn't want Jason to find out. And he kills his mind because old girl, his girlfriend, which is friends, really good friends with Jason's wife, saw them scratch marks. So even if they go back and everything like that, and now that they know she's not around, she didn't go to school, she's been missing the whole day. I mean, if it goes 1 or 2 days, even one day, Jason's gonna be asking some questions like, "What's going on?" and what is all that stuff right there? And his girlfriend or the friend is also going to probably be asking questions. So I don't know. But so we get to the bridge. We get to the part where he just lets him off. He's like, "Dude, you're a good man." He tells him that, and he was like, "You can come home." And I really think that he's trying to tell Robbie, like, "Look, out of all the stuff that's happening, we can still probably get you like witness protection program or something like that. You can get Maeve and the kids," and promised that he would Brandis, which is Mark Ruffalo, promised that he would take care of he would make sure Maeve's totally exonerated. I like what Maeve did. I appreciate it. You got that one problem out there that the kid's protected, which is good, but now you got to go back and protect your family, man. You got to protect your family. And I really think that that Tom is going to do it. And the bond that him and Robbie got in that short, brief time in the car, and even when he was like, I like you a lot, but I don't like you that much, man, really meant something. And the way he just told him to just go, keep walking. You walk 1 mile. So we know that Robbie knows that woods better than everybody. And that, like I said, is going to come in later. So he walks, he makes a phone call, and then we get the scene. So I'll skip to, because I really liked Emily and Sarah. Finally, she accepted, like, you always had to be in here, and felt like you had just gratitude. Like, thank you for saving me. You have no say because we saved you from being in the system because we adopted you and took you into our family. She's like, I don't want you to feel like that anymore. So I like that sister connection's back. That's good. And then she spilled the beans where husband was cheating and everything. So, she opened up to her. She's just mad about the whole situation. I get it. She's like, I loved y'all. And your brother did something, and it's not your fault. She's finally saying it's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault but what he did. And yeah. But we don't have enough time for that. That story's probably already over. They'll probably have the court case, and then that'll be it. But yeah, so we get them. He lets him go off. He gets a phone call. They get the task team. They pick him up. They're going out there. Then we come to find out that he can't get the phone call off. Old friggin' snake in the grass over here can't get the phone call off, right? Or the text off because their phones are off. So now you got about 10 of them, right? You got 10 dark hearts out there looking for Robbie. You got Tom getting to Robbie because he saw the boot print. So now we got that. We got the other two, which is McGinty, Special Agent McGinty, and Aaliyah. You put two of the badass girls together to go one place. You should have left one of the other badass girls with Grasso, because Grasso gonna have to try and cover his tracks because he about to run into a buzzsaw. Dark Heart's about to be on him and the FBI, so he got to find a way. If I was him, I'd just dip now. I'm like, hey, I'm going this way, and because you about to be done, dog. Done. They're gonna put you under the jail if you even make it out of this. So he's with Lizzie. And why do I feel like this? At one point in here, Lizzie is not going to freeze like she always says she does. Watch. She's not going to freeze. I bet you she's a state trooper, man. She's well trained. People don't know them state troopers. Just because she's like a little on edge, she'll click in. So we got that. So we got the dark heart, and they hear him call Robbie, and we got this little standoff at the end. But here's my thing I'm going to do. So that's basically it. I love the show. It's great. There's so much going on, and I want you to watch it. I can only explain so much because everybody has stuff going on. They have multiple storylines that are actually working, but we got the little standoff. So they heard, the Dark Hearts heard, so they're out there. So either way, it's going to have to be, it has to be a firefight. There's no put your guns down. There's none of that. Because now you got the Dark Hearts going out there. They already have brandished weapons. You got an FBI agent out there. Now it's looking like you're going to hunt that guy. And if you notice on the poster, now they've created, so I did the thing right here, like they're running, right? Robbie and Brandis is chasing after Robbie. I just have this, I may be wrong, but this is how I think it would make sense. I think the Dark Hearts come up on the same time and start shooting. And then Robbie and Brandis have to flee out of the woods together, shooting back and everything. Because remember, they got that bond now. He's not going to shoot him. And I don't think Mark ain't going to shoot him. He's going to start running. They're going to start running. He's probably going to hear gunfire. The Dark Heart is going to see it's FBI and be like, oh no. And then friggin', yeah, it's all going to be a mess. But remember, nobody knows those woods better than Robbie. So, Tom, if y'all get into a firefight with them Dark Heart, you better follow Robbie. He'll get you out of there. He already did the shoulder thing. So he's got his good luck charm. I hope he makes it out. I hope now I thought Robbie was not going to make it, but now I'm pulling for him, and I'm pulling for Tom to help him out some way in that family and get them in the witness protection program and just get them out of there. We get the drug or the product. We get the product. We bring down the Dark Hearts and possibly Freddy's crew, but we don't even know what Freddy doing. Freddy could be sitting there like, see, it all unfolded. Now we own all this. Dark Hearts are gone in this area. This is all our area now. They could be sitting back. I don't know. That's a weird one with that. But man, it's so good. But Maeve did a good thing. And I want to see what's going to happen with Brett. I hope Robbie makes it. I really do. I really want him to make, because he keeps telling me, he's like, you can come home. He keeps telling him, you can still go home. Maybe not to that home, but you want to go to a home. We'll get you. I can pull some strings with this one. Because, I mean, the way he's thinking, he doesn't know exactly how big it is, but he could bring down whole crime empires with Robbie. So, and then remember, he wants to take out Robbie. Perry, he's going to do everything in his power to take out Robbie, because Robbie sits there and says, let's say they get him to snitch because they're going to give him a deal and all that, which Perry probably knows. They probably going to give him a cake deal. Say, who was your informant inside there? And then they find out, like, oh, she's been missing. And then that gets back to Jason, and then he going to be looking like, what did you do, Perry? And then we got the whole Dark Hearts. Remember, the Dark Hearts coming down personally. The mother company personally coming down to take out Jason. So you're going to bring down a whole lot, because then you could tie them to the mother organization, bring the whole thing down. And Tom, if I was you, this be your last case. This should be your swan song. Get out, be with kids, start something talented, start something else. I mean, you're probably close to retirement anyway with them. So, yeah. But anyway, overall, it's a great episode. I do recommend, watch this show, please. It is great. But I've talked long enough. Damn, it's like 20 minutes. I apologize. But yeah. But anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me what you think is going to happen. Your end goal of this and how it's all going to play out. So like, comment, and subscribe. And I want everyone to subscribe. And I do mean everyone.